it was a good time to be had. I'm not much of a drinker, so today it's just been a real slow start. Regardless of what I have going on in the evening, I try not to change my morning routine. So I still got up this Sunday morning, went to Orange Theory, worked out. But I think that if I had my way, I would probably be back in bed or definitely on the couch laying out, which I will do after this because I want to get caught up on Bridgerton. I saw the first half of the season, so I wanted to spend this Sunday catching up on the second half of the season. But yeah, it was nice to go out, spend some time with my friends and celebrate their 20 years together. It was really amazing and kept me out later than usual, but it was well worth it. But I actually digress. Just want to do my promo introduction. Again, welcome to my channel. Here on my channel, we discuss all things fitness, wellness, a little bit of luxury, and just talk a lot about self-discovery, specifically as you move into midlife. So today I just wanted to talk about the 5 things that I no longer do now that I've hit midlife, and really just wanted to dive in and talk about one of the things that really has changed my life and how I think about myself and my self-esteem, especially as I've gotten older. And that is, I've told myself that I'm no longer going to have what I call negative talk. And I think that so often, specifically in my 20s and 30s, I would say that I was my worst enemy. I think I was meaner to myself. I treated myself and spoke to myself in a very negative way. So I've really focused on in midlife to no longer do negative talk, no longer tell myself how fat I am. I would really beat myself up about my weight and what I looked like. And I would say how fat I was, how bad I looked. I would pick apart my body and those aspects about me, and was really rough on myself. That's something that I really want to never do again. And also, when I hear other women talk negatively about themselves, I just want to jump in and let them know that you got to be kind to yourself and that we should not speak so badly, because what we say to ourselves can then have a reflection of how things appear and look on the outside. And I think so often as women, we have to always seem like we have it together, like we don't suffer from a lack of confidence, or that we don't judge ourselves very negatively. And we do, and I think we have to stop doing that. And I think it's important that we support each other, specifically when we hear women have a lot of negative talk about themselves, specifically about their body and how they look. The second thing that I'm no longer going to do is buy cheap clothing. In total transparency, anyone who knows me knows that I sweat a lot. And for a long time, I really couldn't understand, regardless of whether or not I had something what I thought was like light and airy material, I would still really sweat, specifically in the summertime. And when I purchased clothes, I would never look at the fabric content of them. I just bought clothes that I liked and that looked good on me. So that's something that I do now. Before I purchase anything, I look at the fabric, the materials. I stay away from polyester. Really try and stay away from fabrics that have a high polyester blend, nylon, acrylic. I went through a phase where I told myself that I was no longer going to wear leather and that I was just going to buy vegan leather, which is pleather. And I had a closet full of leather clothing that was acrylic. It was plastic. It did not suit my body. I would sweat. So most recently, I gathered everything in my closet that was faux leather and sold it. I am really more about cotton, bamboo, things that work better on my body, things that are more breathable, that feel good to me. And some wisdom is just making sure that before you buy something, pull up the tag, look and see what the materials of the clothing are made of. I'm not saying that all polyester is bad. I know that there's different levels, different makes of it, and there's different percentages of polyester. I just know for me, I need things that I'm not going to make me really sweaty. And that also goes to, I know I'm in the summertime now, but this winter was really the first time that I elevated cashmere, and really nice cashmere, so that it was more breathable and better for my body, and really being mindful of the wool materials that I was wearing in my sweaters. I think for each its own, but I just really want to be mindful about the materials and making sure that it's long lasting. I no longer purchase clothes just for that one event. I had a friend's party, wedding anniversary last night, and I wore what was already in my closet. In the past, I would have ran out and bought an outfit for that event. But I think that it's important that we wear what we have, and that you can continue to wear things when it has a really good fabric quality and the materials are quality, and it's an outfit that I could wear again for many years to come. The third item I'm no longer buying are high heels. I am petite. I am 4'11". I have always been self-conscious about my height, so I have always worn high heels, at least 3 inches or higher. And flats to me were always frumpy. I don't think I owned flats until I went into my 40s. I didn't even like to wear sneakers because sneakers were too flat. So I always wore a pump or a heel. And I don't. That's another thing that I put in the chopping block. I just gathered up all of my shoes that were 3 inches or higher. Number one, I was not wearing them. They were just sitting in my closet looking pretty. So I think it's time for me to pass them on to someone who will value them and wear them and love them. And I replace them with more comfortable shoes. I'm actually very much into the ballet flat right now. Anything under 2.5 inches, 2-inch heels, under 3-inch is where I feel most comfortable, where I can walk long distances, and I'm not complaining that my feet hurt. I don't want to complain that my feet hurt anymore. I just want to be comfortable. That goes for the clothes that I wear on my body, to the shoes that I put on my feet. I just want to be comfortable. And I think that the flats look better now than when I was coming up. I don't feel like these flats are frumpy. I think that they're very stylish, and maybe that's just my imagination. You let me know in the comments what you think about the ballet flat. But I'm loving them right now, and I am resisting buying them in every color. I'll show right here. I have a pink pair, I have a blue pair, I have a black pair, I have a neutral pair. So I'm trying very much not to buy them in more colors. I'm loving the ballet flat, and that is me embracing just being 4'11", because it gives me no height whatsoever. And the fourth thing I'm no longer going to do now that I am in midlife is not get enough rest. I'm very adamant about being consistent about the time that I go to bed. I go to bed around 9:30 every night. I get up around 5:30 every morning, and I go to the gym. I have to make sure that I'm drinking enough water, eating enough protein and vegetables. It's all about just what I need to ensure that I stay healthy. I discovered in my 40s eating more healthfully, and no more diets for Tamika. Especially during menopause, my weight is gonna go up. It's harder to lose weight. So I'm just gonna eat healthy, exercise, drink water, and get lots of rest. Period. And the last thing I'm no longer going to do is put things off. What is that saying? Better do today. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. So often in relationships and seeing people, will say, oh, we'll see them next year, we'll see them next month. I think for me, and I learned this specifically during COVID, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I am not going to put off spending time with my family and my friends. Sometimes someone just comes to mind, and just sending them a text, letting them know that I'm thinking about them and that I care about them. It became more apparent to me during COVID that today or tomorrow is not promised. And someone can be in your life one day and gone the next. I no longer want to wait to spend that time with my family. Having lost people that I value and that I don't feel like I spent enough time with when they were here on this earth. Just appreciate the time that you have with people, and don't let time go too long without speaking with people that you love and you value and telling them that you love them. And these are the 5 things that I will no longer do now that I'm in my 40s. Is 1, wait until tomorrow, what I can do today. And that involves spending time with those that I love and I cherish. The other thing is wearing high heels or wearing uncomfortable clothing and wearing fabrics that suit my skin no longer allow me to be a sweaty Betty. Making sure that I get enough rest, I get enough water, I eat appropriately so that I feel good on the inside, though, so that it reflects on the outside. So what are some of the things that you're no longer doing? Please put them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye!